Turn left on Paramount Boulevard.
You are live. Underground Remix live. I I'm enjoying going live more regularly, and we're taking it back to radio. Yes, video production and all of those things, but I miss radio. It's something about audio. It's something about radio, and not forgetting it as the art form and craft that it is, while still embracing all things, you know, in evolution. I wanted to just use this moment to bask in gratitude, express gratitude, and to just embrace today for today and to be grateful for it. I've been taking jam breaks, doing rehearsals, getting ready for this show presentation I am gathering or preparing for. Is this too much wind? I wonder how it sounds. I'm gonna try to roll my windows up a little bit. But it's moments like these that I tap in because I'm honestly loving seeing a new audience by me just being more consistent and logging into YouTube more now. After not forgetting it, just not doing it. I just wasn't in the habit of incorporating YouTube. And there's a whole missed audience in doing that. So, I do like the more interactive features of Instagram. I'm feeling a little lonely on Instagram a little bit. My journal entry earlier, I wrote a little bit about human doings and human beings, identity, how our identity is, that's a lot of noise, how our identities are wrapped up in our jobs, our professions, our daily roles and tasks and what we do. And I'm in such a season transition for me personally. This can apply
In 0.2 miles. Turn left on Paramount Boulevard.
Excuse me.
Turn left on Paramount Boulevard.
Sorry about that. I turned the sound off. Season transition. I have to say it for what it is for it to make sense. And it may not even make sense, but I came out here to LA for the audition life, on camera, TV and film path. And it's sort of an understanding. I guess I could ask the question, why LA? It has industry. It's, you know, the place for the industry. For that, which I came here to do. There are other markets in the country. But as for TV and film, you know, I already lived in New York, and so LA. The side jobs and hustles that you do to support yourself is a whole thing in itself, because the audition life requires basically open flexibility and you have to be ready to, depending on where you are in your journey and what sort of system you have. If you have an agent, having open availability to go to same day, last minute, whether it's castings, auditions, gigs, same day gigs. And if you have a job that has a schedule, you are also responsible for that job. And what you're here for, the opportunity, may not be consistent, but it's what you came to do, and it's your primary and what you want to do. So you're always faced with this constant, having a stable support system for yourself while you go and do the audition and bookings life. When you get on set, that's goals and it's money at the same time. It's just not always consistent. So, I entertained the idea of walking away from all of this. And I actually leaned in and gave that a shot. And I thought that God wanted me to get out of Los Angeles. I thought that God was steering me away from here. I thought the answer was to surrender to this, to give this up, and to move on and accept some sort of job path and profession in some other capacity. And I find the most interesting remix to the story to have, again, leaned in real life and gave it a shot, and to have experienced what I experienced recently, and testing out the waters of trying out a new season and a place that I once called home, that I've long since removed myself from. And I'm really asking and inquiring from God about next steps. I really don't know what to do. But similar to my recent midday meditation jam session, music therapy, sound healing session, I went live and went into it and just started playing my portable piano. And then a message came. And when it came, I said, the flow. You just started. You didn't have it, but it's here. And then I journaled and realized that I left the podcast on an awkward silence, dead air. But what happened was it. I got the journal entry for that moment. And setting the stage, setting the tone to hear from God, and then allowing it to flow. So I narrate as I go through the experience, because that's sort of how I learn as well. It's to hear it out loud, activated, expressed. So that's that. Wrote a list of, at first, things that were either not going good, and I may have given that one a head start with maybe 3 bullet points. And then I said, you know what? For each of these, let me match and pair it with something that God has worked out recently. Because a lot of that He has still come through despite and amidst. He's done great things, and everything can't always be perfect or my vision of how I want and see things. Dear God. So we back in LA, and yes, God. Mental Health Awareness Month for men was last month, and I just find it interesting when holidays are over, just how fast everything just sort of like moves on to the next thing. And in a conversation recently at the gym, we were talking about as a black man, like, you don't really have anywhere to go to do and be anything really like vulnerable, we're responsible for everything. And when it's on us, where do we go? And what do we have? We can't be a victim. Like, there's no time for that. Fault don't matter nowhere. Just, there's no empathy, sympathy. Just get your money up. Money. I'm so grateful for the opportunity in life to have had a creative outlet. It's time to make some money. I have selected a date, July 29th, and I'm putting on a show as an artist. I'm going to share my story, my testimony, my kind of way. And you are invited. All you have to do is tune into this exact same live stream, same channel, and I will be providing the show and experience. But I want you to mark your calendar, July 29th, and keep checking in because I have to confirm the details and the time and stuff in future posts. After this show, I need to exercise detachment from physical things occupying storage. I addressed hoarding and that in a previous podcast, live stream, and hoarding. It's like weird. It's weird. Unfinished business. But I need to finish the business and close out on that. And all the while, it's like everything that I want and need. It's been the battle of keeping it set up. Life keeps getting in the way. Life, transition seasons. And this one has been one of the worst. And so I did journal that God has shown out before and blessed some major comeback seasons. But the cycle, we gotta address the cycle. In the cycle. Starting fresh. I'm gonna tap out. Thanks for tuning in. But I have committed to daily posts and live streams. Excuse me. Excuse me.